How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another race video. Let's jump into it. All right, riding along with myself today. FTP is 283. Watts per kg is 3.9. I'm coming in at 160. Race age 33. We are at the Hincapie Spring Series, guys. This is the last stop of the series. Let's get you some race stats. We rode for just at 2 hours and 12 minutes for a distance of 57 miles. Average speed 26. Normalized power 251 and average power 195. If you watched any of our previous videos, this race was pretty tame compared to some of the other races. It was a good time, and excited to finish off this little 6-race series with the Hincapie. Guys, help us out. Worked out the algorithm. Doesn't hurt anything. Hit that like and subscribe button. Appreciate all the help we've had here recently. Getting some steam on some of these videos. Hope you guys enjoy the content. It's a little bit of a grind to put these out. Again, appreciate all the help. Well, we are coming to a close on this thing. Me, Bryce, and Jake have been doing the P123 race for this entire series. Learned a lot. Came in with really good fitness. Just really excited to kind of be here and race with this large field. The participation for every race we had has been phenomenal. Has been, upwards of like average of 60 to 70 riders per race. There's Bryce doing a little gravel on the right-hand side. He jumps back on. But today's the last day, and people are, excited. With this race, it's on a Sunday. We had Texas Roadhouse come do their training. They're I want to say an amateur pro team. Correct me in the comments. I don't really know, but they ride with the pros. You guys recognize them. You know all their kits. But they brought like 11 riders. It was pretty crazy. They're the main team to look out for, as well as the On2 EF junior team. They have a lot of riders. And we've kind of just, we're 53 minutes in right now. We've kind of just been hanging out, and there's a couple breaks that have been wanting to go. The intensity's high. We're aware that, like, if there's a break that's going to happen, it's most likely going to have a couple Texas Roadhouse guys in it, a couple On2 riders, and maybe a Skyline rider or two with mixed in a couple other random riders. So we're all pretty excited to get this thing kicked off, and we're kind of halfway through the race right now, and nothing's really gone up the road. And here we're jumping in with kind of the first big move of the day that kind of caught any steam and caught any traction. And so kind of my game plan going into this was kind of be on Bryce's wheel, get him to help me navigate towards the front. He's a lot taller than me, so he can see way ahead on some flatter sections of road to see if there's any movement or any break. But you can tell right here, like, we're picking up the speed on this uphill. It kicks up right here just to 6%, 7% grade. Then it narrows back down. And we've got a little bit of movement off the front right here. There's about 5 or 6 guys hitting the front. And I want to be a part of this. I'm trying to coax Bryson to, like, navigate and, like, to keep moving up. I find a gap, and I put in a little bit of effort. 600 watts up this hill. You can see the peloton's really starting to get stretched out, so you can definitely tell that there's some movement up in the front. And you had to be really, really patient, but also assertive. You had to make sure you were on a good wheel. You weren't eating a lot of wind. I mean, you can see right now, like, this is a pretty big effort. I'm up in the high 180s in my heart rate. And if you wanted to be in a move, you really had to be towards the front, just like any road race. Like, you couldn't be hanging out in the back, eating gels, chilling out, chatting it up. And I find a really good wheel right here. My buddy Gino, he slows up a little bit. I kind of ride the yellow line, and I catch this Texas Roadhouse rider making an effort, hop on another DDP rider's wheel. So his teammate just yelled at the Texas Roadhouse guy and yelled at him. And I said, oh, crap. Well, I've already committed a little bit of an effort to kind of snap the rubber band, and you can see way up in the front cam that there's a group of about 6 or 7 riders, and we're on this big downhill. And so I just do a constant effort right here, average 350, 400 watts, all the way down this downhill. Unfortunately, I am not going fast enough. I need to be probably going closer to 37 miles an hour to like really catch up to those guys. And I'm doing 100 over 115 RPM, bringing it back down a little bit, 190 BPM, and I'm just not getting close enough. And now we're gonna come back up a little kicker right here, and I'm really just stuck in no man's land. So, well, I tried here. You know, I gave it a little bit of an effort. I really wish that DDP rider and the Texas Toast rider would have kept going on their effort instead of pulling away. We would have definitely had some momentum coming on the downhill to do some rotations. But as you see in the rear cam, I'm getting caught. So that was kind of my first attempt at getting in the move. It's the last race of the season. I have really nothing to lose. Being a Cat 3 rider, running with the 1-2s, you know, I might as well shoot my shot and see what I got and see where the fitness is. But nothing happens with me. So what happens later in this is we start chasing this lead out, or this breakaway down. We're pushing ahead now. We're just over an hour and 10 minutes in, and we've been, for that entire lap, we chased down the break and we brought them back. Well, now we're all kind of, whole group's kind of reset, back to square one. And I've just been sitting in recovering. I got my teammate Bryce on my wheel. I'm feeling like I'm in a pretty good position. Right here you can see there's a new break going up in the front left right here. Another like 6 to 7 rider break. And you see the front of the peloton's getting all strung out. So that break is starting to walk away. This is going to be the one that's going to establish for the rest of the race. And you start seeing a couple guys drop back, people losing positions, people wanting to move up. And you had to be really, really careful right here, and so to make sure you didn't, get in a terrible position, you're too far back and you don't know what the heck's going on. But at the same time, you don't want to blow your wad. So we're pushing ahead just a couple more minutes in, and I want to be a part of this. I said that a second ago. I want to be a part of this. There's really nothing for me to lose here. I'm not in any general classification or the Omnium by any means. So what I start doing is I'm going to start moving up on this left side. Look at this nice big gap everyone's leaving me. Check my heart rate. I'm at 178 right now. Let's see where I stand whenever I get to the front. So I was pretty damn close to the back. And with me kind of slowly creeping up and wanting to gain some positions, I'm trying to save as much energy as possible. I'm flirting with the yellow line a little bit, and I'm not bad. There's some cars are up. I move a little bit, so now I put in a little bit of effort. And look, my heart rate's gone down a little bit, and now I'm at the front of the race, or the front of the peloton at least. You can tell by everyone's body language that people are they're not wanting to let that break get away. And so I'm reading people's body language. I'm gonna hop on this EF rider's wheel and see where he takes me. Everyone, we got a little bit of slow up right here. He's putting in a dig, 500 watts, 600 watts, 700 watts. We're going for the break. Let's go. We snapped the rubber band, a quick 700 watts to get away from everybody. And we got a rider on my wheel, bridging up as well. And so we're moving up. EF rider checks his shoulder, flicks me through. We're about to catch a solo Texas Toast rider. He's checking back. And now the three of us, we're going to absorb him, and we're going to start rotating. Guys, I'm in the break. I don't know what I'm doing up here. I'm trying to figure this out. Flick my elbow through, let the rider come by, hop back in line. Hard 500 watts right here to get on the wheel. My heart rate's up there. I'm at 190. We're rolling pretty fast on this flat section right here, 30 miles an hour. And now we've got 4 riders. We're trying to bridge up to the break. And the whole time I'm like, yes, I've got this. Stay in this. You can do this. I'm just trying to motivate myself. And I'm not feeling terrible. This definitely hurts me. By no means am I a a breakaway rider or a threshold type guy. I'm more of a sprint, snappier rider, and I'm trying to do my best here to compete with the higher categories, to get into the money and see what I can do. Passing an EF rider who got blown off the break. 400 watts right here, just a consistent 300, 400 watt pull right there. Flick my elbow through. Here comes the Texas Roadhouse rider, and you can start seeing him, watch him. He starts like looking around a little bit. God, this hurt. That little 500 effort right there, watt hurt. And he starts looking around, and look, I'm like, he looks back, and I like slow up just a second, and I lose the EF rider's wheel, and dude, that literally is it. It's game over for me. What had just happened? I was in it. They were going to carry me to at least like a top 10. And now I'm freaking, they're just riding away from me. I am like so frustrated with myself right now. But at the same time, that was like kind of on my limit for me. It felt really hard. And now I'm back to where I was literally about 20 minutes ago. I'm back in no man's land. So extremely irritating for me, but at the same time, I'm like, you know, I went with I was in really good position to make the break. You know, not a lot of people could say that in this race today. It didn't work out. I've really got to work on, obviously, making sure I'm on wheels, staying close, and just, if anything goes, just dig in and sacrifice everything to stay on somebody's wheel. Those guys ended up making it to the breakaway, so I believe there's like a 9 or 10 rider break in there, and that stays away for the entire race. Again, super disappointed, but at the same time, I'm glad I took the shot. You can see the rear camera right here. You can see the peloton coming up. They're about to absorb me. I hang on. I don't fall off or anything like that, and that's it for my breakaway attempt for the Hincapie series. We'll skip ahead, guys, to some more action. All right, we are 2 hours and 6 minutes in, and we're on the final lap. If you guys are familiar with this course, we're on the back side of the course. We're about to come over the train tracks where, if you've done this one before, you know that position is crucial right here. Everyone, you can just tell everyone's riding style. The tensions are getting high. People are not wanting to give up wheels. There go the train tracks. Boom. We are super close to the finish. And it's been a grind. Even though this race overall was a lot easier, this like last lap chaos of like trying to jockey for position is always like the funnest part of any road race, in my opinion. If you guys haven't been out to the Donaldson Center to do one of these road races, definitely put it on your calendar for next year. It is really fun. Each day, we did this race 4 times, and each race was kind of slightly different than the other, like with weather conditions, with, you know, who was going to go in the break, different stuff like that. So again, pretty dynamic for as like simple as a course as it is. But it was good. It was a good time. We're going to roll here with this segment until, unfortunately, the camera dies. The camera dies literally like a couple hundred meters before the finish line. But we'll sit here and watch as I kind of jockey for position and try and move up. And I actually had myself set up pretty good to do the field sprint. I think I ended up coming across the line in the field sprint, I think like 8th or 9th. You know, so it wasn't bad. It was one of my better results for the series. Got to capitalize right here on moving up a little bit, riding the yellow line. Here comes the moto to the left of me. He doesn't say anything, so I keep on. And it's a scramble. It's getting tight, fast, but it's a lot of fun. Putting out a lot of power right here to stay on somebody's wheel, and also to not get swarmed. You know, if you're not, especially in this last part of the course, if you're not going forwards, you're definitely going backwards. So right in front of me is a good buddy of mine. His name's Paul. He's got the blue shoes in the gray and yellow Hopfly kit. He is a seasoned road racer. He is a great wheel to follow, to kind of maneuver with, and then hopefully, you know, for the sprint, I could come around him. But wanted to show this right here. Check out the EF Rider and the guy to my left right here in the Hope Ride kit. This is I'm not really sure what's going on here, but this is about the last footage that we catch. Nice little shoulder check. See you, little buddy. Pushing the juniors around. Was it necessary? Probably not. Cross the yellow line again. Whatever. Like, it is what it is. The GoPro's about to die right here, but you can see the intensity and the pace is ramping up. You're going to have those like end of race shenanigans, but that's it, guys. That is it for the lead out footage. I hope you guys enjoy this footage in this race. Thanks for staying with me. We have our Ore Road practice crit videos coming up. We have a couple more crits and road races this month that we're going to be at. So if you're at the Chapel Hill crit or any other Southeast gravel stuff, come out, hang out, let's race bikes. Other than that, guys, catch you on the next one.